Elie Wiesel is a renowned Jewish author who wrote one of his most famous books called Night. Beginning at the start of the Second World War, Eliezer is the main character of the narrative. He discusses about Judaism with a beetle named Moshe. Moshe is captured by the Hungarian army, who were Nazi puppets, and was deported to Poland. He then went to Kolomey in modern-day Ukraine, where many Jews were shot down. Meanwhile, in Sighet, Eliezer's hometown, the Jews are forced to live in ghettos and wear the yellow star of David. However, in 1944, the Germans ordered all Jews in Sighet to leave, and many of the Jews were persecuted brutally. Eliezer's family were forced to go to the concentration camps of Auschwitz, where the men had to go into forced labor, and the women were sent into the gas chambers. Eliezer helps his father in various activities and helps as a caregiver. Eliezer starts to lose faith in God as he sees so many Jewish people dying from the Nazis. Eliezer even says, quote, "Never shall I forget that. The first night in camp, which has turned my life into one long night, 7 times cursed and 7 times sealed. Never shall I forget that smoke. Never shall I forget the little faces of the children, whose bodies I saw turn into wreaths of smoke behind a silent blue sky." He even loses the sense of time when he said, quote, "I glanced at my father, how he had changed. So much had happened within such a few hours I lost all sense of time. When had we left our houses? In the ghetto? In the train? Was it only a week? One night? One single night?" Eliezer then gets transferred from Auschwitz to Monowitz. He's somewhat hopeful when he sees American bombing on the camps. Eliezer, however, doesn't take part in the celebration of Rosh Hashanah, since Eliezer doesn't understand why he should bless God when he caused so much misery. He even says, quote, "How could I say to him, blessed be thou, Almighty Master of the universe, who chose us among all nations to be tortured day and night, to watch as our fathers, our mothers, our brothers end up in the furnaces. And now I no longer pleaded for anything. I was no longer able to lament. On the contrary, I felt very strong. I was the accuser, God the accused." Eliezer then gets transferred to Buchenwald, but his father dies just before the Soviet Union Army liberated Auschwitz and the United States Army liberated Buchenwald. So what is the legacy of Elie Wiesel? He showed to the world the horror and the cruelty of the Holocaust and of the Nazis. He showed what happens when people don't even see others as humans and instead as immoral beings. He showed to the world the pain that Jews in Europe had to endure for not just World War II, but for the centuries of anti-Semitism that was strong across Europe. That's the legacy of Wiesel. We need to be several things after reading Night. We need to be respectful of all religions, ethnicities, genders, etc. We need to treat all humans equally and not discriminate against one another. We need to help any human during times of crisis, no matter how different that person is. That's what Wiesel has taught us, and that is how we leave this legacy.